Carlos King was strong enough to survive anything. After all, this was the man who turned messy relationships, ambition, and real emotions into one of reality TV's most talked about franchises. He didn't just produce shows, he built platforms, reputations, and careers. But recently, something changed. The energy in his voice felt heavier. The confidence fans were used to hearing sounded replaced by frustration, maybe even disappointment. And when Carlos finally spoke up, he didn't come with hype, promotion, or promises. He came with bad news. The kind of news that makes a whole cast stop, breathe, and realize nothing is guaranteed anymore. What he revealed wasn't just about ratings or contracts. It was about loyalty, power, and the fragile reality behind reality TV. And once those words left his mouth, the ripple effect moved fast. Because if Carlos King says the future is uncertain, then everyone connected to his empire starts wondering where they stand. The truth is, the road to this moment didn't happen overnight. To understand why this announcement shook everyone, you have to go back to the beginning, when the vision was still pure, the relationship still hopeful, and the cameras captured something that felt bigger than entertainment.
Harder to get what we deserve, right? And I was such a huge part of that, along with other producers and everybody else involved too. But I moved to Atlanta to do that show because I was invested in making it number one.
When Love and Marriage Huntsville first premiered, it felt different. Viewers weren't just watching arguments and confessionals, they were watching Black couples chase success, build businesses, and try to hold on to love at the same time. It felt inspiring, messy in a real way, and grounded in ambition. Carlos had always believed audiences wanted authenticity. He brought together couples who were friends before they were cast members. They had history, shared dreams, and complicated bonds that couldn't be scripted. At the time, it worked perfectly. The conversations felt natural, the laughter didn't sound forced, and even the conflicts felt rooted in real emotion rather than manufactured drama. Behind the scenes, Carlos poured everything into making the show succeed. He wasn't just overseeing production, he was emotionally invested. He checked on cast members, helped shape their stories, and often defended them when criticism came from outside. He saw the cast not just as talent, but as partners in a shared vision.
We wanted to make sure that no one is misled by this information. First of all, my name is Maurice Scott, Maurice Jefferson Scott, Sr. And if you're going to do research on a Maurice Scott, make sure that you're researching the right person.
And for a while, that vision thrived. The show grew, the fan base expanded, social media buzzed after every episode. Cast members became influencers, business owners, and public figures. Their names carried weight. Their marriages and friendships became part of the culture. But success has a way of changing things. As the spotlight grew brighter, the pressure grew heavier. Little disagreements started lasting longer. Conversations that once happened privately started playing out publicly. Business deals got tangled with personal feelings. Carlos noticed it first in subtle ways. People were less patient with each other. Meetings felt tense instead of collaborative. Cast members who once laughed together now arrived separately and left quickly. The atmosphere had shifted, but nobody wanted to say it out loud. He tried to keep the focus on the bigger picture. He reminded everyone what the show represented. He spoke about legacy, family, and opportunity. But deep down, he knew the foundation was starting to crack. And then came the turning point. What nobody expected was how fast the situation would spiral once trust started fading. Carlos later explained that once one relationship on the show broke down, it triggered a chain reaction. Friendships split, alliances formed, conversations became strategic rather than genuine.
This is all the way real on this podcast today because I am pissed.
Robin admitting that she hid her story from the world on the show that pays you is a slap in the face to everyone involved, including the audience. And the fact that you have the audacity to go on your podcast to reveal this, we spent this entire half-assed season with these made-up storylines about Chris Bassett's. And yes, I'm going to say made up because I allegedly was told that a few of the housewives had a meeting before filming about what the storyline was going to be, and that this Chris Bassett stuff was part of that conversation. I've always said there was something off about this season, and now I know what it is. None of y'all are living your real. Instead of a group building together, the cast began acting like competitors, fighting for screen time, storylines, and public sympathy. Every scene carried tension. Every interview risked starting another conflict. Carlos found himself in the middle, trying to protect the show's heart while also keeping the network satisfied. Because television isn't just art, it's business, and when executives see drama trending online, they often want more of it. That's when Carlos started facing pressure from all sides. Some producers wanted bigger storylines, louder confrontations, and more explosive moments. Cast members wanted control over how they were portrayed. Fans demanded authenticity, but also fueled the chaos by reacting to every argument online. It became impossible to keep everyone happy.